Okay, so our recording started. Today we are going to talk about the decomposition, section B. Let's get the problem first. Create a new folder. Okay, we have already. This is where you will save all your file. Solve each of the prompt below, right? Create a new file for each prompt. Basically, each of this problem, you create a new file and solve it. So let's start with our first one. As this name suggests, remove last vowel. So we have a function remove last vowel with the value speaker. Basically, this is a string, right? Now the question is asking us to remove the last vowel. So here speaker, you just remove the E, that is the last vowel, and put together and return. So the output is new string. Okay, that is important. So let's do it. Const remove vowel function with the parameter string. All right. So let new string equal to empty. Right now is empty, right? Now I need to get the last vowel. Okay. These are the vowel, right? So I can store in a variable let vowels equal to a e I o u. I'm gonna need this, okay, later, right? I'll just keep it here in my variable because this will be useful. A e I o u. Okay, that's the vowel. The next thing is, because it's saying remove the last vowel, right? So it will be better idea to loop this string from behind, right? Like start from the last index. Why? Soon you find the vowel, first vowel from the behind. That means that is the last vowel. So you don't have to check, like here is E. If you go from front, you have to check all of them, right? But it's better just check from behind. As soon you find the vowel, you stop there and complete the just solve the problem right there. Okay, so let's try to for loop let I equal to now from the last, so I have to do string dot length minus 1. This will give me the last index, correct? In as long as this index is greater than equal to 0, keep running the loop. And now I must do decrease, right? No increase but decrease. Why? Because in here one, let's say 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, the last index is 6. So in the first loop or first index, first time I will get R. Then the next second last is 6 minus 1. So here 6 minus 1, that will be 5. That is the second index, second last index, or second last character I will receive, right? So every time I get character, so let's get the character. Okay, let character equal to string. How you get with index now, like that? So first time I will get, I will get R like this. When index is 6, I will get R first time. Okay, when index become 5, I will get E. So just imagine I receive E right now. Okay, E, right? Just imagine that. So I will check if uh, vowels dot includes this character. If that is true, So right now this character is E, right? And I will check inside here, inside this vowel. If that character is there, true, then I'm done. Okay. So what I will do, I'm gonna just call this new string. So I mean, you can put it like you can divide this whole string into two parts now, right? How? So let's call it first part equal to string dot split or slice, right? I think slice, and slice from where? So slice. Let's do it. Slice. This is string, right? This the whole is string, and how you gonna slice it from where? That is the you know point, right? So what I will do is this E is the index. Okay, that's the index I have right. So I can call it slice from 0 comma I, right? Okay, good. So I got the first part now. So I is the E index. So I will get, like, remember, it will give me one character before. So from 0 index, one character before, right? I will get until K. And the second part will be let second, right? Second half or after E, right? Will be string dot slice everything from, like, not E but after E, right? So after E will be I, that is index, plus 1. Now I will put that together, right? First part and second part together in a new string. So new string equal to first plus second. Okay. And after the loop is done, I will just return. So okay, I don't also one more thing, right? I don't have to do else here, okay? Because my only target is to find the first vowel. That's it. Soon I hit the true here, I just have to complete this process, go inside the if block, complete this process. Yeah, and right, I cannot do even return here, because what's gonna happen is just complete this process and return it within here, right? So that this loop is terminated. It's right there. Return new string. You can do that. And in this case, right? In this case, see what's gonna happen, right? Because we just need to hit one time. I mean, we just have to make this true one time, first time, right? And we are returning. So even you're not gonna need this one. I mean, you can just return this two, right? Like, for example, let's say you can just return the data straight, like first plus second, and you're good to go, right? That's it. So let's see if this will work. Okay. First, let's check, and then we're gonna. Okay, so I'm getting undefined, undefined. Wow. Okay. So if vowels that includes character true, first plus second. Okay, so okay guys, what happened here now? Because our function just returned, right? Return first plus second. Return first plus second. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. I think, I don't know why it didn't work. This will work. So what I will do, I'm just gonna go out, right? Because let's say this process is done. Okay, this process is done, right? We have the new string already. First plus second new string. Okay, here. What I will do, I'm just gonna go back here, right? just outside of if and just return, because I need to return in the for block, not here. I mean, it should work also, but I don't know why. Let's do it new string. This will work, right? Let's try. It's still getting undefined. So what might be the, maybe this function, right? I think this did not work. Okay, this slice. So let's experiment now. Why? Here, let's go to the, maybe that something to do with that function. So let's put this string here. I want to slice, right? Slice at 0 comma index will be 5 at index at e. Okay, so yes, peak. See, I get that one, 0 comma I, right? Yeah, so I get that part. That looks okay. And if I do again this one, right? Like I is basically, I just get 6 and see what I get. I plus 1, so 5 plus 1 will be 6, right? And I get R here. It's working. Okay, so we got this one and this one. The first two is this and second is this, right? And we just add both together, SPEAK plus R, right? So we just exclude or omit that E part. Okay, E, and that should be our answer. So SLICE, yeah. Let me check, right? I mean, what I can do now, what I can do is, if vowels, let's do one thing. For loop, right? I minus minus. Let I equal to string dot length minus 1, I less than equal to 0, I minus minus. As long as I is here, that's the problem, guys. As long as I is greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. And just return this. Just return first plus second, right? You can do it. Because our loop, remember, I is greater, I is 6. 6, right? Index is 6. So 6 is greater than equal to 0. That the logic was mistake. Okay, if you make it small, right? As long as I is less than equal to, what was that? Less than equal to 0. I was less than equal to 0. That is already false, right? I is less than equal to 0. I is already 6. 6 is less than equal to 0. That is false. So we never enter inside the for loop, and it was just return undefined, because functions, if you don't return anything, it will return undefined. Okay, that was the reason. Here I greater than equal to 0, right? Now it's fine. See, simple mistake. And now you can return here. Second, let's do this, and we get the answer, right? Okay, so soon you return, what happened, return will make sure the whole process of the function is stopped and return that value right there. There will be no more for loop, nothing, right? Soon you return, the function will see, when you hit this line, it will return, right? Return means functions just stop, just return this data, I'm done, right? Whatever is here, just return to the console log, just get back here, right? Wherever this value will be returned, wherever it is called. So we're calling this line like line 22, you're going to get the something. Line 23 also, when you call, so the return value will be get here in this line. Okay, this line 23. Line 24, whatever is returned will be get here. And line 25, same thing, right? Whatever return will get here. So okay, so okay, one more thing I see here now, right? What I see here is we did not, the function should return the string that with its last vowel removed. So by looking at here, right, there is no vowel, then what you gonna do, right? If there is no vowel, then what we will do? Then just return the whatever string there, right? So in that case, I believe, so let's say we enter the for loop. If we find the vowel, right, we're going to return this. Else, just return here, return the string, right? Because if it will not return by here, remember what I said. Return means terminate the function. Let's say you did not find any vowel inside the for loop, then this string will be returned. So what is that string? Just this part, right? So here we're getting undefined because we did not return anything from the function itself, from the outer, right, like the main function itself. We are returning something. I mean, this is also inside the function, but here we are returning from the for loop within the if block, right? So let's run this, and you got that one. See? Okay, so done. I hope that was clear. The only thing is slice, right? You have to understand how this slice works. Index means just one before that index. From 0 index to 1 before, right? You're gonna get all the value. And just after the index, so I plus 1. Because you want to leave or remove the item from that index position. All right, very good. What is this? Pick prefix. I'm solving this after maybe 1 year, right? I have to think sometimes. So it's good to have a good practice, guys. You have to repeat many times. Okay, so write a function pick prefix. Pick prefix means suffix and prefix, right? Something from beginning or something after, right? Prefix. So if this thing is inside one of this word, right, then if this is present inside this word, like con right there, or maybe con here, if this is inside this word, then just pick that word, okay, and return in a new array. That is all we have to do. Okay, so const pick, our function name is this function, and we have array and plus the string, right, the prefix here. Okay, so array of word and this string small word. Okay, so i need to have the answer stored in the array, so let's call it new array equal to empty. When I find the correct word, I will just store inside this array. That is all. Now I first need to get each word. How? By doing for loop, right? So for let I equal to 0, because I'm going to start from index 0. This the index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. So as long as I is less than equal, no equal, right? Array dot length. The length is always more than the index, so we just do the array dot length. Now I plus plus, because this time we are moving from 0 index forward, right? Like 0, 1, 2, 3 until the length. I will go until the length. Since I become the length size, then the loop will stop. So let word equal to array square bracket I. What I get now? I get this word. Okay, just imagine I have this, right? For now, just imagine that I have that. For 0 index I get this. Now I will check if inside this word this con is present or not. So I will check if this word includes string, right? This con is what? This is string, because this is a variable parameter, right? Sometimes for this problem will be con, next time will be mis, like that. Okay, if that is true, then a new array, you just call the new array dot push that word. If this present inside the word, then it will return true. Okay, how, right? Like maybe you're thinking how. Let's copy this. No, just copy, because we are checking inside the word, right? So this is string, and I will paste here, and I will say that string dot includes, or basically word, right? This is a word dot includes, and what includes? Con, right? Like that. And see, I get true. So word dot includes that string. That string is con, right? And we get true. So what happens when you have true inside the if block? If true, then you will go inside here. Your control is now here, right? And you are just calling this ray push that con. Sorry, connect, right? Connect. Okay, you just put in inside here. So let's compare for this one, right? Company. Let's do the company. So I will put just enter. I'll paste the company and dot includes, and I'm going to include the same con, right? And see what I get. I get false, because con did not match, right? And so that will not work. So the only is problem with this, right? Write a function pick prefix, string prefix, that accepts an array of string and a prefix string as an argument. The function should return the array of word that begins with the prefix. So the only problem now, what if this is in the middle of the word, right? Because it clearly says it should begin with the this prefix, right? Okay, let's see. Let's. I mean, we just have to write a little bit more, but this will also work. That is okay. But still, this is not the correct. Okay, this is not 100% correct. You must do checking. You have to grab this 3 word and then compare, because this might be maybe long. So we don't know. Okay, for now, let's keep it like that and see. That is okay. So we're done, right? We find the word, we put inside here, the loop will be finished, because loop must run all the way for every word, and then return, right? Return a new array, right? And save it, run the code. So connect and consort is okay, and the mistake, misspeak and missend, right? Yeah, that's fine. So this basically is fine, right? The only thing is, for example, let's say I put here something, right? Some word like this, and I put mis in the middle, right? Like that, and again add something, like this. So this will be correct or not, because it did not start with the mis, right? But let's run this code. You see, you get that one also, right? Because includes this also. So the thing is, The function should return an array of words that begin with prefix. Begin means, or maybe the word that has prefix, right? Or the word that has this word, So this line, this one, little bit, it's okay, but let's not go that complex. Let's solve it like this for simple, because if you want to ignore this one also, then you must check just the three word, right? Whatever is the length of this, you grab that part from the beginning, right? And compare if they both are same or not. And if that is true, then just store that, right? So that is all you have to do. What I was saying is, you know, this is length three, right? How are you gonna solve that? Basically, length three, so you have to find like str. Sometimes maybe long length, something big, right? For example, if you have that kind of situation, okay, just find the length, string dot length, right? Like that. So let L equal length equal to something like that, and then what you will do is, you just, from each word, right? Now you have the loop here, like you have the word. From there you get from first to this length, okay, by slicing, right? Like let slice maybe, or let's call it prefix, right? Prefix, something like that, equal to word dot slice, and start from zero index and take it until that length. So you have to take it until length, that means length plus, you have to go one more, right? Like if this is 3, okay, that will be fine. So 0 0 1 until 2 you're gonna get, right? Yeah, that is fine. Just put the length here, and it will give you that word, right? And you compare, like if this prefix is equal to string, right? If that is true, then only you're gonna push that word, okay? That's what you have to do. But for now, let's leave it. Let's not go that details. I mean, I just give you some idea. Maybe if you have that situation, you know how to do that. Okay, done. Let's run again one time. And so trendy text. What is trendy text, guys? Trendy text. Uh, sorry. Write a function trendy text that accepts a sentence string as an argument. The function should return the sentence where the last vowel of the every word is removed. Okay. So this is a sentence. Now I just need to remove the last vowel from every word. So here I have done this, right? I remove the last vowel from every word. So this will be useful for me now. The only thing is, now this is a sentence. So to get each word, I have to loop through. First I will split, make an array, then loop through the array, get each word, and then call that function from the top. All right, let's do that. Oh, I made that quest already. Trendy text. Okay, fine. Let me copy this. So this is the whole string, one string, right, of word. Let array, I'm going to split now. Okay, string dot split at space, right? So what I get now, I get the array of word. Let's return this, right, and see, because maybe you guys want to see, right? Return array. When I return that, I'm returning this array. So this function is replaced with that array, and you'll see what you get. So you get array like this. Look at here. Okay. So the next step is for loop. Let I equal to 0. I is less than array dot length I plus plus. This will give me each word, right? So let word equal to array square bracket I. What I get now? I get D, right? D. I need to remove that E and store that somewhere. Store, right? So okay, let new array equal to empty, because I have to store each word, right? So the first one, second one, third one, like that. That's why I need this. Now, okay, now the thing is I need that function. Remember I told you, right? I need this function to remove the vowel, last vowel. So what is that function? Remove last vowel. Okay. So this one, what I will do, I'm just gonna copy this function from here and place it. All right. So I have this function available now. Just call that function. So let new word or change word, right? Or word without last vowel. So let's call it new word equal to remove vowel, and I will pass this word now, because this function need what? The string, one word string, and you have that word inside here. So you give this to the function, that function. Now you just calling this function here. What is gonna happen now? This function will run the whole process and give you back the word without last vowel. Okay, you got that word stored in this new variable. Same time, what you're gonna do, you call the new array that push this new word, right? And after this loop is done, that means you have finished checking each word. Okay, and so let's say for example, right, okay, if there is no vowel, it will give us the whole word, right? That is fine. So everything is fine. So just here return now new array, and this is still array, right? So you just have to join it. Okay, let's run this code and see. So this is still array. Okay, look at here. The, I mean, all the last vowel is removed, right? You can see. I just need to convert this into string. How? Join. To convert array into string will be join, right? And make it space. So every space you join it together. Run again, and that is what we get. Good to go. Uh, so the final part, I believe the last one is most letter word, right? Okay. Most letter word. So again, you have this sentence. Okay, so this is the one character here, right? Most letter word. So inside this sentence, every word, inside every word, you're gonna count the number of characters, and whichever word has the highest character of, like E, right? Highest E, that will be our answer. I hope that is clear. So let's write this. JS and const most letter word equal to function. So I'm gonna get a sentence, right? Let's call it a string, that sentence, and then one character, okay, like that, like a whatever you can. So that is a character. So first I need to get each word, right? My answer is what? Just a word here, okay? Fine. So because I need to count the value of e, right, for every word and store somewhere each word and the value of e, right? Each word. So I need to check like this. C has how many e, right? So how am I going to store that? I mean, I have to store all this. So the name, this is like property and value, right? The number. Value must be the number. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let array equal to string dot split. I just split now at space. So what we get? We're gonna get a new array, right? Let's loop through that. No matter what, I must get each word, okay, first, and then we're gonna figure out how to store that, right? So let not let, but let's write a for loop. Uh, I equal to 0, I is less than array dot length I plus plus. What I get here? Let word equal to that is string. No, array, right? Because I'm now I need to deal with this variable. That is my array with all this word as a value of each index, right? Like 0, I'm gonna get C. Index 0. Just imagine what I get. C, right? Like that. I have this C here. So now my job is to count the value number of E and store somewhere. Okay, so that means I'm gonna have what I will do now, right? I'm gonna make it object with C property and find the number of E, right? So that is 1. Okay. Next time I'm gonna have the received right, and the number of E will be 1 2 3, right? So 1 2 3, that is 3. Fine. Next time I'm gonna have an number of word is 0, right? Sorry, e, and a word that is 0, nothing, right? And for will be also 0. uh yeah, and then what else we're gonna have? Excellent, right? Excellence will be 1 2 3 4, right? We get 4, and then in is basically 0, and science, right? How many is there? 2, right? 2. So this will be, it should return something like this, okay? So you have every word, you just find the number of E and store it in the object. Okay, so we need a storage, right? So let object equal to empty for now, right? Clear? Now the next point is to finding the E, counting the E, right? So let's do that. So how are you gonna count now, right? How many times you have E there? So I think we did before also, right? Something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, let's we have to write a separate function now. So let so let's say we are inside the for loop. Okay, we got the word. The only thing is we need to count the number of e. So I mean, I'm thinking about writing another function, but let's see if I can solve it here. Now, let's break it down right better. So let count uh count character, right? Maybe character equal to, or let's call it count, right? Maybe count equal to count character, okay, like that. So this function, you just call this function now. So here const count character equal to function, and this function need two things. What you want to count? You want to count this word inside this word, and also you need this character. You have to pass this character, because this character sometimes is e, sometimes a, sometimes o, s, like that. So we got this word, right? And you have this character. Good to go. Okay, we have something now. So let's call it word here also, and character, right? You can call this is a separate function. This is a new function, right? So now so this is a word, and to count e, right, you have to get each character. Okay, so for loop, let first let's do the count, right? Count equal to what I'm going to do now, right? Count equal to 0 right now, and for loop, let I index 0, I is less than word dot length I plus plus, and here if, so let's get the character, right? Let character equal to from word and grab I. Clear? And now so what we get, right? Just imagine this word is right now what? C. So you passing the C here, C, and this character E, right? You sending to this function. You know what this function do now? When you call this counter character with some value, this function will run. It will create the variable. It has the loop through this word that is C right now, and you get the first character now, S, right? S. You have S here, so you're getting S. That's the first one. Okay, I'm just checking for the first thing right now. Okay, S, right? So I will do checking, right? If this character is equal to okay, so same name here, character here, character, you cannot do that. So let's call it maybe, so we don't have str, right? Str string or something like that. So if this one is str is equal to this character, okay, that is e, right? This one is e, so you say s is equal to e, false, right? False. So it will just go back, repeat the for loop. But if that is true, then you must count now. Count plus equal to 1. Okay, now what you're going to return, right? We're going to return the object straight. Okay, no, you just return, no need to return object, right? Just return the count. I just need the count. Okay, count. So this count will be get here, so this will give me count. So in this C, right, CHEC, you get only one time E, right? So you have count will be 1, and you get here 1. Okay, so count equal to 1. Clear? And now after I have this, right, what I will do now, I will check if this object, right? So I mean object, if object dot, I mean you can check if the object has that property or not. The C is there or not, you can check, right? But because we, what we are doing is we are just adding first time. I mean it will work if you don't check, right? But it's better to check it as own property, right? Property. Or even you don't have to do this, I think, because soon we have the number of e, right? Already count is there. We just call this object uh, object dot, so object, right? So remember dot, and this is the word, right? That's the word, and this is a variable, okay, with some string, right? Fine. So let's see if that will work or not. Object dot word equal to count. Clear? What I will do now, right? I'm just gonna console.log object, or you don't have console log, there is already, just return that object. Let's see. So it's mistake. Okay, so remember I told you, when we have variable, right? When we have a variable, the word is a variable, you cannot put dot, okay? So you must put square bracket word and run it. So let's see. The problem is this is the if, here is the for loop. Where is the function, right? I need to close that function also, guys, and this will be outside here. Yeah, so see, we get that number, right? Look at it. So C is 1, received is 3, and is 0, award is 0, for is 0. I mean you don't see the whole details, right? Let's see, you don't see everything here, but it's there, right? Correct. Now you understand what we have done so far. So we have this object now, right? Once we have this object, now what? Now this is a long one, right? So now you have to find the longest word again. So I will not return this, and we have done this one before, I think, to find the longest word, right? We have done that. Should be here in A, double vowel, funny, is prime, takes, not here. In the B, most letter word, right? Big prefix, most letter word. What is that? We are working on that one in the object. Okay, in the object, right? So most likely this is greatest population, object add secret zipper, no, character count, most common letter, right? Word replace, so most likely this one. Here is just the I is the most common, right? Now we can do that. Okay, so we have done this one, right? Character count. Okay, but this one is counting the character. Okay, that was a little different, right? A little bit different, but almost same. But anyway, let's forget about that. What we will do is, I mean, we got this object. Okay, it looks something like this, right? The only point is now, compare. compare, right? So how are we gonna do that? We have something like this. To find the highest number, right? I mean, now it should be easy, right? It should be easy. Just let's loop through this one. Okay, we know how to loop through the object. How we can do that? After this for loop, go back here and we say for, right? For property in obj. We can do that, and let value, right? Val equal to obj square bracket property. Can we do that? So you loop through, now you loop through this object and you get that property. Property is basically like see, received, and like that, right? And object property, in passing that variable, you're gonna get the value number like 1, 3, like that, right? One by one. Okay, so first time is, let's say 1, right? 1. So value is 1, right? So I need the comparison word. So let's call it num, right? Or num equal to right now 0, and also let the prop, right? Property equal to empty string for now. Clear? So I will check now. I will check here. I say if this value is greater than this num. So if this value is greater than or equal to maybe this num, right? Let's make it greater than num. If that is true, then num equal to value and prop, prop, right? Prop equal to what? This property, this one, because I need the largest one finally, right? So I'm going to store there this property. Good, I'm done. So this, when this loop is done, right, the left over here will be the largest word. Let's return that prop, and see what happened now, and see you got the answer, right? So let's see if everyone is right. So excellence, award, sophomore, and here also same thing, right? So we have the final answer. So see, even this part, let's see, what is that? This one, I mean, it's okay, right? We can write it separately. I mean, you can just, put in separate uh, function, or this is okay. I mean, you can leave it here as well. That's fine. If you put in separate function, then that will just return the, and the function will return that, right? What you have to do is call that function and pass this object, and that function will give you the same answer, right? The return value. You can leave it here, or you can break it down into different functions. That's same. Clear? So I have here, I mean, you can, if you want, you can break, right? That's not, but it's okay, leave it. You guys can try to put it in separate function. Okay guys, so we're done the B section, right? The object B. Yeah, so if you can solve this one, that means you're good to go, right? Let's see. So there is 3 more. Okay, I will do it tomorrow, for tomorrow class, right? This 3, that will be enough. Let me stop here.